Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll discuss about packing dimension and nested packing dimension and from the modules in Dynamics 365 platform where we can set up the thing. I'll show you. In the previous video I have shown the storage dimension. Here I will discuss about the packing dimension and the nested packing dimension. You already know that packing dimensions comes into play during shipping and containerization. They determine how many items fit into box, carton or the container. For example, a carton can hold 24 bottles of juice. A container can hold 500 cartons. The system uses the packing dimension to calculate how many cartons or container are required to ship a sales order. You can define the physical dimensions like length, width, height, weight of the packing unit. Assign them to a product so that system know how many items fit into one pack. So this is especially useful for the logistic and cost optimization. If you pack inefficiently, you will waste space in container and increase the shipping cost. Correct. So other than this one, there is a nested packing dimensions. Nested means sometimes packing happens on multiple levels. So this is where the nested packing is used. Let me give one example over here as well. 24 bottles go into one carton. 50 cartons go into or onto one pallet. 10 pallets go into one truck. So Dynamics 365 can calculate this step by step, so you know exactly how many trucks are required to deliver. So nested packing helps when dealing with the complex supply chain where items go through multiple levels of packaging before the final shipment. To set up the packing and nested packing dimension, you need to go to the product information management. Let me go to the product information management from the module section. So as you can see, product information management, and then you have to go to the release product section. Just click on the product information management, and from the products you can see that release product also there. I have also shown this menu items in the previous video in case of storage dimension as well for the physical product, physical dimension. Now once you will click, it will open the page. So here is the page. As you can see here, that just click one item or one product over here. Then in the section manage inventory section, you can see that there is a physical dimension type. You can select the physical dimension, and you can enter the physical unit, weight, unit depth, height, length, etc., as well as the volume, which will be system calculates the volume itself. And if you want to see the product physical product dimension, you can click on that. So here you can see that let me expand this particular column little bit. So from here you can change the physical dimension type. So let me click on the edit button. So from this section you can see that two options is actually showing over here. One is the packing and one is for the nested that I have discussed. Okay, so if you want to select the dimension type based on your requirement, if this is a nested one, then you can select the nested one. If you want to select the packing only, then you can select this one. Okay, so let me select the packing, and then you have to select here the physical units. So in the physical units here, there is a various types of option. So I have already shown you in case of storage dimension as well. You can see that there is various types of units are there. So based on the item, you have to select the unit over here. Okay, let me select one of them. So let me select over here inch or like let me go a little bit above centimeter, something like that. So I have to go a little bit below. So cm2, if you'll type cm2 or square cm to centimeter, cm2 square centimeter, cubic centimeter. Okay, so let me select the cubic centimeter like this way. Now here I have to give the weight unit. So here I have to give like a kg, kilogram, like that. Now here I can select depth, here height, then here I can width. Here you can also select the centimeter like this way, and volume will be volume unit you have to select. So based on the requirement you have to select this kind of information. So let me one example how you can fill the information. In the physical unit you can use the each box or pallets. In weight section you have to enter the product weight. In weight unit you can use the kgs or lbs based on the requirement. Depth, height, weight, you have to enter the size of the product or the package. In the length section, length unit, you can use the centimeter, inches, so whatever is required. And the volume unit, this system automatically calculates the volume. So in the background there is a calculation, and based on that calculation this actually volume is actually coming over here. Now if you try to store or pack a product in a location or a container that does not match the defined dimension, the system will throw an error message that product does not fit into the selected area or container based on the physical dimension, and this can be customized in your particular project that you are working. Okay, so in our first video where I have trying to discuss about the storage dimension, and there I have shown one group, that is the product dimension group, which is actually it represents the product size, color, style, and the configuration. There can be storage dimension group as well. So in storage dimension group is nothing but it shows how you store and retrieve a product in the inventory. Tracking dimension group is used to product tracking, where the purpose of the quality assurance and warranty. It has the three type like serial, batch number, and ownership. So you can set up all those things as well. If you want to set up the product dimension, a product variant can be generated based on the product dimension value. Product dimension value for size, color, style, dimension can be created in location. You have to go to the product information management, then setup and dimension and group variant. So again you have to go to here, and then you can if you'll let me collapse all, and then here in the setup section, dimension and variant, you have to search for that. Dimension and variant group is there, and you can see there is a size, there is a color, there is also style, right? So from these forms you have to select those. So let me click one of them. So here you can see this is the standard size that you can mention over here. Then let me click on the colors as well. So here you can see that there are various types of color already, so you can set up all color related activities over here. Then there is a styles, so you can see various types of styles over here. Okay, and now let me talk about product dimension group. So if you want to create the product dimension, there are 5 product dimension like color, configuration, style, version. Product variant are determined by combining these dimensions. Any 2 or more dimensions together, these dimensions are organized into dimension groups, which are then assigned to a product master. To create the product variant, it is necessary to specify at least one product dimension for the given product master. Product master is the product which has at least one variant, say color or the size. So you can select, you have to go to the product information management, then setup and dimension group and variant, and you can see that product dimension group is there. So from here you can select the product dimension group. Here in this form you can edit the name description and you can save it. You can create also new product dimension group as well. It will display the product dimension in the lower tab as shown. You can see here. You can select the size, color, purchase price. So let me make it little bit bigger the column. So you have to just drag and drop like this little bit to see the column name. So here you can see for the purchase, you can see the purchase prices, and you can read that. Select this option if you want to include the dimension as the criteria to determine the purchase price for an item in the journal line. So you can go in the form and you can read the details about all these things, so you will get the better understanding about this particular form. Okay, I hope now it's clear about what I have discussed over here. So you can go to the storage dimension group as well, and the tracking dimension group as well as there is a size group and the color group as well as the style group. So let me show the form as well for the storage dimension group. So here is the storage dimension group. So let me little bit drag so that you can see the information. So let me hover the mouse for each column so that you can see the information. You can pause the video and you can read about this. This one is the physical inventory, this one is the financial inventory, this one is the coverage plan by dimension, this one is for the purchase price, this one is for sales price. So this one is the mandatory settings. Some settings are there. Primary, there is some warehouse related process. Okay, and let me go to the tracking dimension as well. So let me click over here. So in the tracking dimension as well, you can see this one is the name, this one is the active, this one is active in sales process, this one primary stocking, this one blank received allowed, this one for blank issue allowed, this one for setting for the physical inventory, this one for the financial inventory, this one for coverage plan by the dimension, this one for purchase prices, this one is for sales prices, and this one for the transfer. So let me go to the size group form. So here is the size group form. You can see the form details over here. This one is for the color group, and this one is for the style group. So here is all about the dimension we are discussed. So if you have any question regarding this, you can write it in the comment section. I'll try to respond you as soon as possible. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful. So if you have any question, you can write it in the comment section. I'll try to respond as soon as possible. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.